We've heard about the Olympic spirit. It's about unity, friendship, fair play, and harmony through sports. But what about the Singapore spirit?
No. I've never heard of Singapore spirit.
That's national pride, right? Is that about national pride? Looking around, I really don't see that the tradition still sticks.
Singapore spirit, I say, probably embodies kiasuism, kiasi. I find that the Singapore spirit is more or less like do what everybody else is doing.
Yes, I have, but I'm not sure what it is. Definitely not YOG. But the Singaporean spirit, I would just think it's fun and inclusive. I think that to me is important in what I would call the Singaporean spirit.
Okay, so Singaporeans haven't quite gotten up to speed on what the Singapore spirit is. Well, Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong coined the term at this year's National Day rally speech.
What is the Singapore spirit? It's based on deeper things which we share. Shared values, like multiracialism or meritocracy, or respect for every talent. Shared loyalty and commitment to Singapore. Shared responsibility for each other and pride in what we've done together. Shared memories as well as dreams and aspirations.
However, the Singapore spirit has nothing to do with the supernatural. Have you heard of this thing called the Singapore spirit?
I know this question, it's because of the movie Haunted Changi, right?
If there are ghosts here, I want to capture them on film.
Singapore spirit, right? The spirit in Singapore lah. Must be the spirit in Changi lah.
So, does PM Lee's definition of the Singapore spirit resonate with Singaporeans? What's your impression, of PM Lee's definition?
It doesn't quite apply to me, so I'm like, one year in, the other year out.
Why doesn't it apply to you?
Because personally, I don't feel any Singapore spirit or whatever togetherness in Singapore. Not much of it.
It seems like the definition is quite broad. My perspective of my perception of what the Singapore spirit means will be fellow Singaporeans supporting each other. Mm-hmm. Yeah, being there when we need each other.
Well, I heard PM speak about it at his National Day rally.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts, on his definition of the Singapore spirit?
I think it's not something you can create. I think it has to be built out of a crisis or a desperate situation. I think there's too much control in terms of free will, in terms of choice. The key areas of spirit building are usually in a war, or you have to fight for something that you really believe in.
These are things that are inherent in the society, and for me, the spirit is not purely in these things. It's also I like to find it around the street corner. I like to also, look for the spirit in people's faces, in the aunties that sell the tissue paper, and to the shiny buildings. I think it's into the way that people feel, and we have a wide range of different perspectives, and the perspectives are growing. It's all these things that I like to find the spirit in the smaller things, in the little things, as opposed to sometimes the big messagey things,
Is it fact or fiction? Can the Singapore spirit be found in the Lion City? Singaporeans tell us where and how they've spotted and felt it next.